Hello there, puzzle friends. Again, we are here with a new video about jigsaw puzzles. This is a new video, the first video of the series. It's a video that was inspired by your comments, and it's actually a puzzle vlog, should I name it, about the jigsaw puzzles that I have done here in the channel on the last month. This special video is from 2 months, since it's the first one, and since the last month I didn't do too many puzzles. Having that said, a puzzle is missing. That is a 2000 piece puzzle, which was from Starachov library because it was too big to fit on the frame. But then again, we will make later a video about these two. So let's start already. So what we have here, this is a jigsaw puzzle, the smallest one of the group. It's 500 pieces. It's the Legend of Zelda Hyrule. I haven't never played Zelda actually, but I thought it would be funny because it is a map and stuff like this. I'm supposed to tell you which part was difficult in this puzzle. Well, here I can really tell. It was one of the most difficult jigsaw puzzles that I have done this last period, because as you can see, it's all one color. So you cannot distinct, you cannot make groups, you cannot do anything of stuff like this. Although I do have to say I did work it with the patterns and stuff like this, but it did took more time than it normally takes for me. How much time, I'm not sure, I haven't measured it, but then again, you can see it. It's a very interesting. There are also some scripts here, the mountains, the stuff. If you have played Zelda, you can tell me the details about it. I have never played Zelda, although I would like to have to. So, and as you can see, it's half the size of the papers that I use, and I've put it this way because here I can put another 500 piece jigsaw puzzle when I make one. So let's put this aside. As you can see, it's very easy to transport. The jigsaw puzzles are not glued, so I can take them apart if I want. I have already shown you this technique. So we put this aside and we go to the next one. This one was the last one we made on the channel. It was supposed to be something like a celebration of the 200 years of Greece. It's a collage of images. Actually, this one was the easiest one. It was very easy. I think it took me the half of the time, and it normally does on a 1000 piece jigsaw piece puzzle. We have already talked about what you can see on this puzzle, so we are not going to do it again. This puzzle, which was hard, which part was hard, which part was easy. I don't believe it was a part that was very hard. I did as the last pieces these ones, because you could not be sure how the colors would go and stuff like this, but then again it was still very easy. I believe the first things I did, apart from the borders, was these parts of the sky, this here, the parts that have this color, sunset color, the yellow color and stuff like this. I did believe I did also the door at the beginning. And normally I thought I would do these borders, but that would have been much more difficult. I have tried this procedure in other jigsaw puzzles, and it was not the easiest one. This time it was much more faster this way. So when it comes to this puzzle, this is a Schmidt puzzle. It was exceptional quality. I did buy it second hand. As you can see, there is no pieces missing. That is good. and I was really happy to have done it. It was very good fun, as it was the other one. This one you have also seen, it's the other way around. So I put it this so you can see it on the frame, inside the frame. This one is called Ceramica. It's a place in Toscana, in Italy, in northern Italy. I did like it. As you can see, and as you can see, maybe better see on the time-lapse video, this one is a smart cut. It's a smart cut is usually in puzzles that come from America. This one is from brand Cobble Hill. I was quite happy with the quality. It was not the best quality I have made, but it was very good quality, very acceptable. As you can see, it's firm. It doesn't break easily apart. So, which one was easy? What was difficult? I started with the sky because it was very clear, the blue color, yeah, it is the sky and stuff like this. I believe then I made these green parts from the windows, and the last thing I did, it was here the street, because I was not very sure what goes where and then. And I do have something to say when it comes to pieces like this, where you cannot work very easy with the color and stuff like this. If you have a smart cut, at least in my experience, it's much more easier to do them as a grid cut. The grid cut was the Schmidt puzzle, for example. But then again, I am also in a group in Facebook as a member where they are not so keen on these smart cuts, and they always say that it's very difficult, and the guys who made this want to torture the others. I really cannot say, I really cannot understand why they are saying stuff like this. Yeah, maybe it's somewhat different to work as the grid cut, but then again, they are still fun. I do believe you should give one a try. Pick a picture you like and give it a try. But that's not our subject for today, so let's go to the next one. This one is an amazing puzzle. It's an amazing painting with lots of history behind it. I believe it's called The Intervention of the Sabine Woman. I don't know by heart the story, but story goes that there was the father of this woman who was something like kidnapped from her husband, and the father and the husband, then they went to war because of this woman. Probably this woman was not the only reason, but you get the idea. And she was very sad to see her father fighting with her husband, and what she thought, she would bring her children, as you can see here, the children of the Sabine woman, inside the fight, also so to make the people stop arguing, to make the people stop having a fight, stop having a war. This is a Grafika puzzle. As you may see, it's somewhat, yeah, here. It has somewhat of a glare that is sometimes it is a kind of disturbing if you don't have a very indirect source of lighting. On this puzzle it was not so much of a problem, but I have done other Grafika puzzles where it was a problem. The theme was more darker and stuff like this. It was a magical one. It's also on the channel if you want to check it out. It's called I Summon You. But enough about that. What was hard in this puzzle? Well, this is a somewhat funny, let's say. I did start by making these parts. because they were more clear that they belong on this part of the image. Then I probably did the here, I forgot the word, the protection of of this fighter, excuse me. And slowly I did put one piece there, one piece there. So this was a difficult puzzle. When it comes to puzzles that are from art, they are most of the time they are difficult. They are not designed to be puzzled, especially from this one that's 300. It's from the 1799, I believe. So the idea of the puzzle did not exist at all. So that having said, it was a hard puzzle, but then it's very rewarding, as you can see. This image exists also on bigger images from other brands too. And that's the last one for today. The last, having that said, these puzzles are all about 50 to 70 centimeters. I do live in Europe, so I use centimeters. This is called, it's the city of Berlin. I do believe it's from eBoy. So it's the name of the artist. It's called something like Treasure Hunt or something like this. And I did like it. It's an isometric image, and it's something like boxes. So it's something like pixel art, so to say. So I did choose a music that reminded me of the music that we had on the puzzles that we played on the 90s. On the puzzles that we played on the PC games or console games that we played on the 90s. You can see many details here. It's good to have details, but then again, if you have too much details, like in the art painting that I showed you before, you are not sure where these details will go. This one was easier than the previous one, because the colors are much more distinct. You can tell, for example, that this is a building and this is the Seeturm, the Fernsehturm, also the tower of television. And one is dark. As you can say, this is this part of the painting and stuff like this. All of them were really fun, as you can see on my rating on the puzzles. I do hope you like this series. If you do, give a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and the next one will be the next month, the next series, the next video of this series. So that's it from me today. Thanks again for watching. Happy puzzling, stay safe, and until next time, goodbye.